Hey there, I'm Steve, and welcome to Jamsin Entertainment, and welcome to the conversation. Just before we get started, there are many ways you can help out the channel. You can like and subscribe so you never miss the conversation, but most importantly, please share this video. Get the word out there that there's a community of geeks, nerds, and dorks where we can talk about all the things that we love. Today on Throwback Thursday, we're looking at Sanjuro, the sequel to Yojimbo. I learned something new about this character and about Akira Kurosawa. So I was looking up cosplay for Sanjuro because I'd like to, cosplay as him. Haven't quite found his kimono exactly, but I think I might just get like a Japanese kimono. It can be a pretty versatile, cosplay then. I don't know how I'm going to do the top knot. I probably won't do the top knot. Maybe I'll just, So Sanjuro means 30 years old. And in each of these films, he changes his surname. Actually, it would be his first name. First name? Sorry, unfortunately, I don't know how Japanese names work exactly. I'm not sure if Sanjuro is his surname or if it's his first name. His name changes in each film, and it's part of the wandering samurai character that Toshiro Mifune is playing. And I really like that idea. It's a really good idea. And I also realized that his character in Seven Samurai, Kikuchiyo, also is going by a false name because his name is simply off a family scroll. The samurai in that film read it and they're like, "So you're 13 years old, huh?" So I don't know if this is Kurosawa's way of tying the movies together, or maybe he's just, I don't know. Because him and Mifune worked on so many projects together, I think it was easier not to be typecasted per se if he just had his characters be nameless. Now, I've only seen these three films. I'm not sure about the other Kurosawa films that Mifune did, if he plays a reoccurring character with an actual name. I definitely don't think he was trying to build a universe or anything like that. I don't think quite anyone back then making films was thinking in those terms. I'm not sure if they were thinking franchises necessarily then. I think they were just making stories. And Sanjuro is a very good story. I really like it. But just to wrap up this thought, so his name in Yojimbo is Sanjuro Kuobatake, which is Mulberry Field. It's the field he's walking through when you first are introduced to Sanjuro in Yojimbo. And his name in this one is Sanjuro Tsubaki, which is Camellia. I think it's the tea leaf. The idea is that his name changes depending on what vegetation's in the area. Because he's just a wandering samurai, he really just wants to keep to himself, and he'll help out people as he can. And instead of getting paid hard cash, he'll be paid in food. And he also likes his sake. And one thing I forgot to mention in Yojimbo, Sanjuro is inspiration for my favorite anime character, Spike Spiegel. Can you see that? Let me move the camera real quick. Let me flip this. Yeah, you can't see that. Spike Spiegel. I can tell that Spike's not like exact copy of Sanjuro, but there are definitely attributes that the creator of Cowboy Bebop took for Spike, and it's really cool. Now, the story in this one is vastly different from Seven Samurai and Yojimbo. This is more of a political story. So it opens up with these men speaking in a shrine out in the country, and they're talking about the troubles that's going on in their clan and the corruption that's been rooted in there and starting to spread. They want to stop it. The nephew of one of the leaders goes to his uncle about it, and his uncle, he may or may not be in on it, but he's aware of it at least. And so he's talking to his loyal friends, or I guess subjects. I'm not too familiar with Japanese culture, especially for this time period. I'm going to guess that they're also leaders of their own groups, and they're just coming together because the clan's in trouble. And Sanjuro just so happens to be sleeping in the shrine. You would think that would be contrived, but if he's just a wandering samurai, or more accurately a ronin, and what the difference between those two are, if you're not sure, a samurai has a lord that they work for. Some of them are born into a clan and they just become samurai because Japanese system was class-based at the time, and you would work for a warlord or a clan leader. Samurai that do not have a, quote, master are called Ronin. The background behind Sanjuro is left ambiguous, and I love it because it's just fascinating to watch his character go through feudal Japan and see him just interact with the world and help people as he can. And again, he is the smartest character in the movie. Everyone uses the chess analogy. I'm going to keep it Eastern and use the analogy that he's a Go master. The only similarity Go has in chess is that it's a strategy game. Go is a more territorial game. The clear goal isn't to get checkmate. Instead of going after just one piece, you're going after the entire board. And Sanjuro just playing the board very, very well. Even when he makes mistakes or the people he's helping make mistakes, he always finds a way around it. And the people he's helping aren't entirely smart. And I think that's because they grew up in a very nice and very safe environment, so they don't really know how to navigate through the political realm that they're going through and what they should do. Sanjuro, because he's a wanderer, he's probably seen everything, or just about everything, so he knows a better way to get around things. But he also learns his own lesson, so in doing some reconnaissance, they take down 3 of the guards, one of them they capture, and they rescue 2 women from the adversaries. Well, one of the women is an older woman. It's a mother and daughter, and the mother kind of observes and notices that Sanjuro takes the violence maybe a little too easily, and she points out to him that he glistens like a brilliant sword, but the best sword is a sheath sword. And he learns that lesson slowly through the movie, and it's pretty awesome that you see him go through like a real character growth. You didn't really get that in Yojimbo. And this one doesn't have like characters just appearing to kind of further the plot. This is told very, very well from beginning to end. Now, with Sanjuro being the smartest character, the second smartest character is again one of the adversaries, and it's played by the same gentleman that played the gunslinger in Yojimbo. But there is a third smartest person there. Well, okay, 2 of the smartest people. You have Sanjuro and you have the mother. They're the 2 smartest people. And then the second would be the leader of the henchmen of the adversaries. And the third would be the bodyguard that they capture, because they keep him in a closet, but every now and then he'll come out, and if Sanjuro's not there to speak sense to them, he will. He sympathizes with his captors, and it'll be like, well, I overheard you guys, and what you say sounds good, but here's a way that you could do it that would be better. And it's kind of funny, just when he pops out every now and then, he's just, I don't know. You'd have to watch it. It's pretty funny when he comes out and just kind of corrects them or just interacts with them. I really enjoyed myself with Akira Kurosawa movies. I'm looking forward to watching more. But next, I'm not going to go directly to the Man with No Name series yet. I'm going to break it up. I'm borrowing a movie from my friends Jen and Paul. It's called Brick. It's a Rian Johnson film. It's one I've not heard of. I've seen Looper, Last Jedi, obviously, Knives Out. Out of the 3 of them, Knives Out was my favorite one. Looper would be my second one because Last Jedi, well, just watch my review. Brick is a noir, and I was telling them about my project for Logan Noir, how it's not noir, which is coming along. I'm in the editing phase, and I figured I'd watch this just, well, because it's a movie I've never seen and I like noirs. So look forward to that next Thursday. Let me know in the comments below if you have seen Sanjuro, what your thoughts on it are, and what other Kurosawa movies out there should I watch. I already have Hidden Fortress in my Amazon wish list, so I'm really looking forward to that because it's partially inspired A New Hope. But if there are other Kurosawa movies or other samurai movies or Eastern movies in general that you think I should look into just to broaden my movie viewing experience, please let me know in the comments below. If you like what you saw, like it. If you think other people like it, share it. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and live your imagination.